Last video of the day, we have language. Today in language, we need page 172. We're going to study using the glossary today. This will not be a brand new concept for you. We have used it in our seat work. We've used it throughout the year. If we need to just refresh our memory with, what we were working on, if we forgot what a definition was, we look to the back. We used it in our math book. We use it in our history book also to look up the maps in the back of our history book. So I think you'll be okay with this today. So let's look at page 172. You'll look closely. A glossary is an alphabetical list of important or unfamiliar words from a book. That's kind of why we study the dictionary the past couple of days in alphabetical order, because these words are listed in alphabetical order in the back of the book. So you don't have to just hunt through every page. You can follow the ABC order. The glossary of words and their meanings is found at the end of the book. Some glossaries include examples and pictures. Look for a glossary at the back of a science book, a history book, or even some reading books. We've already done that. We've been doing that all year, so this should be a breeze for you here. Look at Think A. Use the glossary in the back of your Language 3 book to answer each question. Okay, well, let's look first before we begin that and just familiarize ourselves. The glossary starts on page 193 in the back of your book. Those pages there are in blue, a different color, and that begins the glossary. If you've remembered in seat work, throughout the year, we've copied, parts of speech. We've copied different types of sentences. We've copied comma rules. We've copied punctuation. So, we're used to this. In math, we've looked up Roman numerals. We've looked up the shapes. Remember when we did our 3D shapes? We couldn't quite remember, which one was which. We looked in the glossary. That helped us out. So let's look today. Look at number 1. It says, find the word fact and write the definition. Well, I have number 1 here, fact. And if you turn to page 196 in your glossary, you'll see at the top of the page is the word fact. Now, and I said it before, I'll say it again. These words are in alphabetical order. So if you are looking for the word fact in N-O-P, that's not going to work. Just follow the alphabet. So let's look back at page 196. And what is the definition of the word fact? A fact is something that is true and can be proven. Something that is true and can be proven. So we're going to write that for number 1. Okay, so there's the definition. And if I move too quickly for you, you can just pause and then catch up with me. The second part of number 1, it says write one fact as a complete sentence. So you're writing a fact here in a complete sentence. The example that they gave you was each morning the sun rises in the east. That is a fact. Do not write your opinion here. Do not write pepperoni pizza is the best. That's not a fact. That is an opinion. It's a good opinion, but it is not something that can be proven to be true. So you're writing one fact there. I am in 3rd grade. It's just one fact. Okay, so whenever you're ready, if you need to pause, I'm going to move on to number 2. Number 2, use proofreader marks and draw the following in the boxes. So proofreader marks are on page 198. So let's flip to 198 in the back of your book in your glossary. page 198, about halfway down, you see proofreader marks. And if you notice, again, it's in alphabetical order, P-R-E, predicate, P-R-O, and then it goes down, proofreader's marks. They are wanting you to find those and insert the drawings in the box. So like for insert, you're going to draw the little kind of up there, capitalized. You may remember some of these without even having to look. Lowercase, LC, and then you'll move on and finish those. Okay. If you pause if you need to, but if not, we'll move on to number 3. Find the word verb and write the 3 sample verbs. So let's look. Number 3, verb is on page 200. So let's look at page 200. Again, about halfway down, you see the word verb, and it gives you the definition there. A verb is a word that usually shows action, and we studied that on page 82. Then it gives you the 3 verbs there in blue, and we even talked about during the year, Miss Upchurch, what do I copy? I said only copy the words, in blue, or only copy the words that are in black. You don't have to copy the examples. But here, they want you to copy the examples of a verb. So the 3 examples, sample verbs that they give you are jump, hike, wish. So we're going to write those. Jump, hike, wish. And as you get into older grades, in your reading, in your comprehension checks, they will give you words, and you may have to look up the definitions to them, vocabulary words, whatever they are, people, places, and you'll copy from the back in your glossary. So I think you'll have a pretty good knowledge of how to use it. Okay? Let's look. The next section for number 3, write the pronouns that are used in the predicate part of the sentence. The pronouns that are used in the predicate part of the sentence. Let's look at page 198. Page 198, the second word there is pronoun. Right under it gives you the definition. A pronoun is a word that takes the place of a noun. Under that, it says use these pronouns in the subject part of the sentence. Is that what they asked us for? If you look back, no, they asked us for the predicate. Use these pronouns in the predicate part of the sentence. And in the words in blue, they have me, us, her, him, them. So we're going to write those. Then we're going to move on to the next sentence. It says, use these pronouns in either part of the sentence. You, it. So we're going to add also you and it. Okay. You should have 7 there. You have 7 lines. All right, and then let's look at Think B. The entries in a glossary are in alphabetical order. Number the 4 space words in alphabetical order. They have blue moon. I'm going to write these quickly. Blue moon. Asteroid. Galaxy. And solar. Guys, I remember when I was in school and I was working on alphabetical order, I would even sometimes, if I had a longer list, I would write A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, V, X, Y, Z, across the bottom. So I would have it for a reference. So you don't have to keep going back over it in your head. So strategy here is to underline the first letter in each word. And let me bring this up right now. Even if you have two words here, this is not a compound word because they're not joined, but blue moon, you would only go by blue. You don't need to worry about moon. Okay? So out of B, A, G, and S, what would come first? Obviously, A and asteroid. So number one. A, B. Do we have a B? Yes, we do, in blue moon. And then we have galaxy, the G in galaxy, and the S in solar left. So what would be number three? Galaxy, because G comes before S. And then lastly, number four would be solar. So you have asteroid, blue moon, galaxy, solar in alphabetical order. Any questions, you let me know, concerns, comments. But like I said, we've used this a lot this year, so this should be an easy lesson for you. If you have any questions about it, please feel free to have someone contact me. Other than that, that's our last video for today. So I hope you guys have a fantastic Wednesday. We have 2 days left this week. 2 days left in our last full regular week of school. Thank you guys so much again. I can't say thank you enough for just sticking with it, staying with me, and doing your work and having it turned in. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And next year when you hit 4th grade, you'll be glad you did it. So thank you again. Have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow, which will be Thursday. Have a great day, guys.